What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the AFK Hour Podcast. I'm your host, jlucio, and today we have NabJR
Yo, yo, yo.
and Snakierbod.
Flop.
Today is the 40th episode of the AFK Hour Podcast, and big 4-0, 12 more episodes, and we'll hit that big year. You guys think we should do like a big celebration for 52? We should do it in person, like an in-person podcast. I don't know how we would set that shit up, but...
Or everybody in SavePoint does the podcast. That'd be a mess.
Dude, that'd be so dope. Everybody just like 9 different squares.
That'll be
Everybody talking over each other.
Yeah. I mean, our very first rough draft of the podcast, we had like 8 people in the call, and that was super chaotic, right, Nick? You were there in the pilot before the first one we did.
Yeah. Like, everybody just talks over each other. Even now, like, I mean, people still talk to each other over each other, but I think not as much compared to when we first started. But people still talk over each other, so I think it'd be impossible.
Yeah. Before we start, I just want to thank Stevie Ray for being the host last week. He did a really good job. The only thing that was fucked up was Jose's aka Fire Splash's audio was messed up. I don't know why no one told him to fix his audio, but whatever, I digress. But
I don't know either.
But yeah, this week we're gonna jump back to how we usually do it. Nick, what have you been up to this past week? Living, playing games, what have you been up to, bro?
Oh, I mean, I guess so. For the past year, I was working on my startup with my friend. So officially, this week was my last day, technically, on that. As y'all know, I've been I don't know for how many podcasts now, but I've been hurt, I guess. So I have like some health issues with my neck that apparently are hurting my hands. And so apparently I learned a lot more about posture and shit. So one thing I can tell you is that, like most people are like this. I don't know, you can tell right here, but you have to be like this, essentially. Yeah. So that's how you should be, like sitting down and standing up. So I've been learning a lot of that. I've been doing a lot of physical therapy for that. But since I stopped the startup because now I need money, so pay this freaking expensive health insurance that I don't know how long this is gonna have to go to physical therapy. But so I've been mainly like studying for interviews. So as a software engineer, which is what I do, which is what George is studying for, computer science bachelor's. But essentially our interview process is not like everybody else's. Our interview process usually consists of 7 interviews. The first round is the technical screen, where somebody just talks to you like, hey, how you doing? Culture fit. That one's pretty easy. Like, just normal talk. Tell me about yourself. Second one will be like a test, a coding test. And most people are like, well, you code. It should be super easy. Me. No, those coding tests are pretty intense, especially because they code us in stuff that we don't usually use in our everyday work. So essentially, every time you go interview again, you have to study algorithms, pretty much what you learn in college, the basics. And that's also if you learn it well in college. So you have to review that, and then there's like some patterns to different types of interviews, so studying that, and all the different data structures that there is, algorithms and data structures. And so then you do that, and then after that, then it'll be like 5 other interviews where 4 of them are like algorithms again, and one of them will be like a talk again. But so lately I've just been studying for that, really grinding it a lot, honestly, from 9 to 1 p.m. I've been joining this group of people. We're like 20 people, and it's like a self setup kind of thing where we all get on there. We get into breakout rooms and like pairs, and then we do problems from 9 to 1 p.m. And then we give ourselves homework, and we have like 6 problems that normally take about an hour to do each, sometimes more. So it just feels like I'm fucking studying for midterms every day. And so in between that, the 2 games that I've played is Valheim, which we've been playing for a while now. It's pretty fun. It's a game that's in early access. It has a lot of positive reviews on Steam. It currently only has, I think, 5 bosses. So the game is a survival, sandbox game. You're a Viking, and essentially you can build houses. You can build, you build your weapons. You'll find iron, like copper. You mine copper. You cut trees. Get the resources. You make equipment. You fight animals. You survive. I know I've talked about it before, but we've been doing slow progress, because we have like 6 people playing, and we always wait for everybody to get on at the same time to fight the bosses, or like things that seem important. Like we wait till then to do them. So for a while we had been in bronze armor. Recently, like this week, finally we were able to get all 6 everybody on again. So bronze, we found iron now. So now we're trying to get iron armor for everybody. We also unlock, like, I guess, using stones or stone building for our buildings. So remodeling there. We tried to fight the boss, but the boss destroyed our asses. Like it was fucking crazy. We were doing like 10 damage to that thing. It was ridiculous. And it was a blob. It just poisoned our asses like no tomorrow.
Wait, who are the 6 you play with?
So it's me, Izzy, that can be seen from, or Destructicon from SSG, and Ricky, aka Tikitavi from SSG, Squeaky, and Big Boy Eddie. So all 6 of us. I've been playing, and then, but yeah, like right now we just, like I said, we want to beat that boss. Oh, and Veto actually, yeah, and Veto. Except, like I said, it's hard to get everybody on. But so we fought that boss, but that guy destroyed us, and now we're trying to make iron armor, iron weapons to see if we can do better as well. We need a bunch of fucking poison pots, because it's a blob that spits out poison. And our arrows. So we got a new bow, because our old bow, it was just made out of wood. So now we can make an iron bow, and it's better. So hopefully it does more damage against it. So we're just trying to upgrade on that. And recently we actually decided on setting up a server. So we set up a server for that. Just because how it works is that one person sets it up, and everybody can join. And we were starting to lag a little. So we're gonna try out the server and see how it goes. Because pretty much in order for us to play, Ricky had to get it on, and sometimes he would be like, "Guys, I need to play Rocket League," and then he would like turn on the server and then just switch games, play Rocket League. So we've been playing a lot of that, but well, I say a lot like we have, but I've mainly been like doing problems and watching people play. I play like yesterday, probably the most I played all week, like 3-4 hours. Every day I've only been playing like 1 hour. Oh, and then another game I just remembered I was playing is Divinity of Sin. No, is it Divinity of Sin 2? I think that's what it's called. Yes? Is that like a name of a game?
Yeah, Divinity 2.
Yeah, Divinity 2, the one that the Potato Pals played.
Yeah.
So we've been playing that game too. Me, Big Boy Eddie, and Destructicon. In and out. Like usually, like we'll play like 1 hour of that. Sometimes, as a break for me from coding. And that's a pretty fun game. Like I think we're level 6 or 7 now. I am as I've talked about this. I was a ranger again. Got my skills. Except my equipment was low level, so we're leveling up that stuff to do more damage. And then, last but not least, this is like a small game, at least for us. So Andy from SSG got a VR headset. I think it's called the Quest 2. Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think he got that one, And so there's this game called Acron, where essentially we play in our phones and he plays on the VR set, and we can join him. And he's a tree, and we're squirrels, and we're trying to take away his nuts. And there's like different types of squirrels. Like there's like I think 4 or 5 different squirrel types, and they have different skins too if you care about skins. But essentially they all have different abilities, and so you're just squirrel and you're just on your phone, and like one can build like walls and ramps, and so like those are 2 different. One can just run, and one can do like tunnels, and so you just like run over there and try to take away his nuts. And he's like he's like swinging and stuff, and he has to like do all that motions and stuff. So that was pretty cool, even though like I mean we're not doing the VR headset part, but it was still pretty fun for us. I think we're like 5-6 players doing that, because essentially it's like you just get a code for a room and then you just join on your phone.
It was like a party game then.
Yeah, I think there's also non-party games for VR, but I think like Andy got it for the purpose of like, well, one Izzy or Destructicon wants to eventually get it too, so they can play together. Personally, I wouldn't get it because it's 1, too expensive. 2, like I think it's like $400 or $500 that one, the Quest, which is a cheaper one. I think they have a better one that's like 1,400 or 1,000. I forget. I think that one's by Steam. I forgot the names.
The Valve, I think, Index.
Yeah, probably. And I think that one you have to set it up like completely. Like I think it's like you set up a whole room or something. And honestly, like personally, I mean, I guess the one he got right now, I don't think you have to do much setup. But if you want to get the other one, like I don't have a room to set up, especially not right now. As you can tell, I moved rooms, I think, again compared to last time we filmed. But yeah, I think those are the games that I've been playing, and like I said, mainly just honestly, so like doing problems all day long and doing mock interviews. Yeah,
Okay.
not a very interesting life.
Okay, how about you, Snakierbod? What have you been up to this past week?
Oh man, I mean, I'm gonna sound pretty boring to Nick, even though he thinks is not interesting. Well, I finally beat Ghost of Tsushima, which we were talking about the last podcast I was on. So that game was awesome. It was like one of my favorite games, probably.
Nice.
And besides that, I mean, just weightlifting and working, and that's pretty much it.
I always saw you play League of Legends.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm always playing League, so always tilting and stuff.
How about RuneScape? Did you play RuneScape?
Actually, I've been playing RuneScape a little bit. I usually just AFK it and watch videos, so it's like a really easy game just to have in the background.
So, like, I know that you have a couple of 99s. Like, what's your goal in RuneScape right now? Like, since I feel like you already finished all the quests, I'm assuming, right? And what's your goal in RuneScape?
I mean, the ultimate goal is always to max, but like I've been working at that for like 10+ years, so who knows if it'll ever happen.
And what happens if you actually do reach max? What's next?
I mean, I feel dead inside just like right now, so it wouldn't be any different. Literally nothing would change.
Wait. Let's talk about one important thing, right? Yeah, this is very important. How much have you spent on skins for League?
On League? Oh man. I mean, I can't remember the last time I've actually bought a skin. Like, it's been a long time. But when I first started, I was just like throwing money at League. I probably spent like 1,000 or so.
But now that you think about it, like now over time, it's been like years, right? It's been like what? I don't know. How long has that game even been around? 10 years?
Yeah, 10 years I've been playing that probably.
Yeah.
So after, if you would, even though you did it at the first time,
yeah,
like
I mean, it's like $100 a year. That's really not that bad.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
If we look at it that way.
Yeah. Look at it that way, not like the first 6 months I was playing the game. I spent that much.
If people didn't know you played 10 years and you said, "Oh, I dropped $1,000 on League," they'll be like, "What?"
That's like nothing too, because George Yang, the other guy I play with, he buys all the prestige skins, and I don't really know how they work, but you can get like you get a certain skin, and then you could get a prestige edition of that. But in order to do that, you have to buy like it's probably like $80 worth of loot boxes in order to get the
Damn.
tokens. In order to unlock just a different color for the skin. It's essentially a chroma for $80.
Yeah.
And this guy literally has probably like 5 of those. Like he just always buys the prestige skins.
But I mean, think about it. Like he doesn't really do anything with his money other than like pay
Yeah.
rent.
Yeah.
And, like, well, as far as
As
we
far
know,
as
right?
you know.
Yeah, as far as we know,
Yeah.
we don't know. Like he. It seems like he doesn't do much. He just pays his rent. He goes to work, and then comes back and plays League. And then
That's
he
spends
spends
money
that
on League and Maple
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
Wait, but what do those prestige skins do? Are they
Nothing.
are they just like
Literally
shovel
nothing.
skins? Oh god.
Yeah.
They're just skins, but different tint for that skin.
Mhm. Yeah.
So like, I'll give you an example. Like, if I buy a skin for Tristana, there's like there's none for Tristana, but it's, I guess for Kai'Sa.
Yeah.
If there's a
Kai'Sa, yeah.
skin for Kai'Sa, and if you buy the skin, and if you pay extra money, you could get it gold. That skin. So
What? It's literally like it's like Apple being like, oh, you want the gold one?
Yeah, basically. It's like the same skin, but it's just tinted differently, or golden edition, or
It
whatever.
doesn't even have like different effects or anything. It's literally just a different color for like $70 to $80.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot, you know.
Yeah. This is why we hate Riot, and like I think Snakierbod himself paid off Riot's lawsuits with all the money he paid him.
I'm the reason that the game's free to play.
Yeah. Thank you. No. But yeah, I mean, Riot has. I feel like their way to convincing people to pay for skins is really good marketing, because I mean the game's free, and then if you want to, you could buy these skins. Some of them look really sick. I'll give them that. They look really cool. And then but like the reason why people are paying so much is because in-game currency is always, people have a disconnect of in-game currency and real money. So like if you want to buy a skin, oh, that's 1,000 Riot points, and you're like, oh, that's not that bad. But then you realize 1,000's like $10, and you're just like, oh fuck, and like that's where the disconnect is. And people just drop money, and then they buy Riot points and they buy skins. So I don't know, their little marketing I guess tactics work really well. But
Or too good.
yeah, they're really good. But as for me, this past week I just been working on just schoolwork, homework, midterms, and that's pretty much it. Working as well. I like I said previously in the previous podcast, I'm on an esports team for my university. So we've been playing a couple games, and we won our first game. Our second game, the second game we got rolled super hard. It was really bad. Everyone was like demoralized, and they're like, I don't want to play Overwatch no more. But
What? What? Aren't they used to it?
aren't they used to it? Implying that they always lose, or what? What do you mean by that
What? They
statement?
say they're gold?
Yeah, they're not that high rated or high ranked.
So don't they
But-
play the game? I assume that they usually play it.
Yeah, but I mean,
Like,
it's completely different. Like if you play rank compared to collegiate, like a tournament, you feel really demoralized if you lose in a tournament compared to rank. I don't know if you guys ever
like the
experienced
COD days when we used to play the online tournaments. Like,
Yeah.
that would suck when we lose. Even though we would just stomp everybody like on online multiplayer,
Yeah.
we would play some of those games and just get freaking destroyed.
Some
Yeah.
of those games.
Yeah,
I mean,
'cause, like,
most of those games.
Like, so I remember we're like no older, like 16, 17 around there when we started doing game battles. And like I just remember that we all thought that we're big shits, and we fucking were the best Call of Duty players in the world. Well, at least in Laredo, and where we were playing, right? We always won. And then we started playing game battles, and then we just got shat on by like people that actually knew callouts, locations, and like coordination and stuff like that. We're just like, some kids were like, "Oh, I got the flag. Oh, I'm dead." we don't give any information, nothing, no.
We're all
feedback,
just
nothing.
like running different ways, doing our own thing in the game. Like,
Yeah. But
Hey,
yeah.
we started practicing a little bit more over time, okay?
Yeah, I know.
But
in
we
Halo,
did lose a lot.
Yeah, I know in Halo we got coach, and we were trying to take it more seriously, but like that fell through as well.
Yeah.
But those were the good old days. But like even during the game battles days, like when we lost those tournaments, like we felt like, oh, I don't want to play Call of Duty no more. I'm done with this shit. And then we'll play Call of Duty online. You're like, nah, we could go pro, bro. We're the best players ever. So like, there's like a disconnect there as well. But yeah, we got rolled our second game, and like with those kinds of things, you have to be very positive because it's like you have to still keep at it at the grind and working on synergy. Because I haven't been in the team that long, so I don't really know these people really well. So in the third game we played, we went like that week of practice. We were talking about synergy and like callouts and stuff like that. And the third week we just rolled the competition. So right now, I think in our tournament it's like we're 3-1, no 2-1, and then my team was also in a different collegiate league, and they put me in, they subbed me in, and I thought I wasn't gonna be able to because I entered the season late. But they subbed me in, and if we won the game, and because of that game, we are now in playoffs. I think.
The playoffs?
Yeah.
The playoffs? You playoffs? Damn! Look at him going to playoffs.
For those that are interested in these, like I guess games, whenever I stream, I'm gonna do VOD reviews. So like I'm gonna show you like the games we played on our stream, which is twitch.tv/SavePoint_TV. So if you guys want to check that out, then I'll be showing you guys step by step the game process. But other than that, I've also been playing Valorant a lot. I've been trying to convince Snakierbod to play with me. Every time I see him on League, I'm like,
I'm about to freaking unfriend you, dude.
Valorant? I'm always asking him, Valorant?
God.
And he never replies, or sometimes like he just logs off or whatever. And I'm just like, one day I'll get to him. But I broke my only rule, which was not to buy any skins in the game, and I bought skins in Valorant. Like, okay, so like there's a skin that transforms your gun into a fucking dragon, and it spits out fire every time you shoot, and that's so fucking badass. So I bought that skin, and then like one of my friends I play with, she told me that, oh, like where's the trigger? And I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, for the gun, like where do you trigger? I'm like, oh, like it's on the bottom of the barrel. Like oh, so where's the trigger for the dragon? And I was just like, wait, what? And she was implying that you pull the pee-pee of the dragon to make it fire.
Oh my god.
And I was just like, oh my god, this fucking chick. Now I bought the skin, I don't want the skin no more. Like, what the fuck? So like, now every time I use that skin, I'm just like, god damn it. It's not the same anymore.
Oh my god. I thought she was asking you, how do you shoot? I was like, right trigger?
Like, I was confused because it was such a weird question. We're in the middle of a game, and she's like, George, where's the trigger? Oh, on a gun? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, where's the trigger of a gun? I'm like, on like the bottom? It's like, but where is it on that dragon? And I was like, oh my god. I was just like floored. I was like, what the heck? But the thing that was really cool is that every gun with the skin has the animation, like a finisher. So if you kill somebody, the last person in the round, there's like an animation that happens, and it's really cool. And for the dragon, every time you kill somebody, a dragon comes down and just spits fire on them, and then like they disappear. So like, I don't know if it's worth it. It was like $24 that skin, just alone. That
$24?
Yeah. It was 2,450 riot points, so that's $24.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And then I bought another skin. I bought another skin, which is it's called the Singularity skin, and basically like it's like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like it changes the gun to a space gun, and every time you shoot, it does like a little black hole, and it shoots like black matter. And the finisher for that one is that they explode, and a galaxy forms where their body is. So I think that's really cool. That one was like $20. And then today I got a skin. Well, I didn't buy it. I was super tempted to buy it. So there's a knife skin called the Elder Dragon knife, and it's just basically like a dragon bone, and it's on fire, and it's a knife, right? And that one costs $50. That knife. I was just like, holy shit.
Yeah. You better not start buying that.
And like
shit.
I was asking the people I play with, like, should I buy the skin? Should I buy it?
He's gonna have it next week.
No,
you just need to ask me, and I'll tell you no.
Yeah, everyone's like, no, it's for $50. Fuck no, I'm not. You should not pay $50 for a knife in the game. And I'm like, okay, you're right. But the reason why I didn't buy, the reason why the store in Valorant is unique is because every day the store rotates with different skins. So like not all skins are available just like in League. Like in League, every skin's available as like I guess if it's seasonal then it'll be only available during the season. But in Valorant, every day the skin rotates like a cycle. And there's this like I said I'll only buy 2 different skins, and it was the Singularity, which is the Galaxy gun, and there's another one called the Nerf gun, and basically it shoots out like Nerf bullets, and like and it looks really cool. And every time you kill somebody, they become a present. So like I think it's really cool. And those are the only 2 skins, but I already spent I think in that game like $50, and I don't want to spend any more money, but I don't know, it's just one of those things that I don't know how to describe it. I guess I'm just addicted to like buying skins. Like Snakierbod understands. Yeah, it's gambling. Yeah. But yeah, and then like I know that there's a bundle right now. It's like you get like 3 skins and a knife. It's for $71, and I don't know. It's just really expensive. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's how Riot gets you, right? That's why it's free to play.
Yeah.
That's how they're getting you.
Yeah. Thinking about it out and talking about it out loud makes me really sad, and I should have bought those skins. But yeah, I guess we'll jump into the next, or well, I guess our main topic of the podcast is that so now that COVID is, I don't believe that COVID is ever gonna go away. It's one of those things that we're gonna live with forever. But since we're getting vaccines out and people are getting more protected against this disease, people are already talking about traveling. So once everyone gets vaccinated here, where's the first place you want to go or travel to, or go on a road trip to? I guess we'll start with you, Nick. Where would you like to go once you get vaccinated? Everyone's like, you feel safe and like it's okay to go travel in a plane or car trip or whatever.
Well, like personally, I was supposed to go to Japan last year. Like we were supposed to go to Japan in March, which is literally I think when it all started. Where like not started, but completely like doing quarantine started.
Yeah, it's been a year.
We were actually
it's been a year that we've been quarantined already.
But like exactly that month is when we were supposed to go for we had planned for. And pretty much like that's where I like want to go first. I mean, I don't know when we will be able to, because currently like Japan, like, well, let's assume like, you know, COVID is all that, like at least in the US, you know, we're good, like you said. But even at that point, I would need to see what Japan's like idea in it is, because
like
Japan,
their travel restrictions and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Japan, I think still as of right now is still blocking like everybody that's not from Japan from going there, unless you have like some crazy like probably issues that you can get through the people there. But so I would want to go to Japan, but that's also assuming that I'm fine, because you know I'm also dealing with health issues, and so assuming that I feel comfortable with my body and the state it is to be able to go do that. So I'd probably go to Japan. Then after that, like I don't know, wherever other people want to go, but it's also depending like where they want to go, because like even though it's over, like okay, it's not gonna be over, but we're gonna have vaccines, right? Vaccines doesn't mean that it's, you know, it's you're gonna be fine 100%. It just means that you'll have a less chance of contracting it, and that
You'll be better protected.
yeah, exactly. Like even if you contract it, you won't have to go to a hospital or something, right? Like maybe you'll just have like a cough or something. So there's also that. So I wouldn't necessarily want to go to places, even though I guess I'm saying here Japan, which is a whole new place, but like I wouldn't want to go to the casinos or some shit like that, which I know George likes to go to casinos. Because the casino is still just gonna be, it's gonna be a place that's a building closed off with a bunch of people that are gambling and breathing in and out, and probably smoking too. Because usually those, well, they might have a non-smoking section and a smoking section, but I don't know. I guess that's like Japan's the first thing. Second place, or like a place that's not out of the U.S. I don't really have an idea. Like the only idea, like we were talking about earlier, is maybe going to a kind of like outdoorsy place, but like I don't want to go camping, or like I want to go camping, but I want to have like a cabin that has like electricity and Wi-Fi, and I can shower in it,
Yeah.
and
He
has
wants
a
to go
bed.
glamping, glorious camping,
Oh,
or
glorious
glamorous,
camping.
camping.
Glamorous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's glamping? Guess I want to do that. But I don't know. I guess that's what I think about like right now. Like maybe going somewhere that has like a maybe water, or just like a nice place that's not like completely remotely off the grid, you know. I don't want to go completely off the grid. I guess we can, as long as that if the cabins have Wi-Fi, that's okay.
We can stream
But
that too.
like well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that the upload speed on that shit is gonna be like 1. um but I think something like that, like just to hang out somewhere, like maybe take my Spikeball set, play Spikeball outside.
Wait, what's that?
Uh,
What's Spikeball?
Spikeball is a game that's kind of like Foursquare and volleyball combined. All right, Spikeball has been around for now. Let's see, when the
Wait, do you know
college
this,
in
Snakierbod? Am I the
2016,
only one that doesn't know what Spikeball is?
21,
I think Nick's like super old
5.
though, isn't he?
It's like it's been around for 7 years. While I was in college, it was born. Okay.
Oh,
Never
okay.
heard of this.
Okay, bro.
I did a
My college actually made beer pong. Okay, remember those stories?
Oh, is it the circle thing?
Yeah,
With the
so
net?
it's like
Oh.
4 squares. It looks like a trampoline. Essentially, the premise is
Yeah.
usually 2v2. You have like this little ball, there's a net, and then you hit the ball into the net, and then like in volleyball, it goes over a net, and here it bounces off the net, and then it goes. So then the other team has to return the volley over. But the thing is, just like volleyball, actually, I don't remember how many times you can touch it in volleyball, but I think Spikeball,
times.
it's like 3 touches. Huh?
2 times for volleyball.
2 times? Okay. I think in this one it's 3 touches or 2 touches too. Honestly, I would have to check that out again. But you have to do 3 touches or 2 touches, and it cannot, like same like volleyball, it cannot be the same person. So essentially, like you can smack it back in, right? Or you can do like a pass. And in volleyball, you have only like your area that you can move in. In Spikeball, the whole like area around you is your playing field, so you can go in front of another player. Like usually it's like, you know, the circle's here, and then there's like two people, right? So like sometimes what they'll do is like this guy, like let's say this guy hit the ball here, so now it's his turn to receive. So this guy will hit the ball back this way, and then this guy will jump over the net and then smack it back this way, so that then these guys have to go run this way and hopefully catch the ball and then hit it back the other way, or whichever way they want to hit it. Like you can hit it in wherever you want, and you're just essentially just running around, like
Can you push
hitting the
someone
ball.
down while you're at it?
No, you cannot push somebody down, George. But people will die. So usually they actually play this in like sand, so like the beach or something like that, so that you can like start jumping off and like I don't know, like jumping area, like because sometimes like you hit it and it goes super far away, so you're running and you're running and running, and then all you have to do is like, you know, pass it back, but your pass has to like be good enough, and then like you can't like hook the ball, like you can't. So essentially, the ball has to bounce off. Like your hand is like a paddle, right? So you can't like grab the ball and then throw it. Like it's just a jump or whatever. So it's a really fun game. It's very simple. You can do a lot with it, and it's very small to carry around. But just playing sports, I think, would be fun. I don't know how well I'll be able to actually like play them.
I feel like if people were gonna play with you, they're gonna be scared to touch you because they're gonna think they're gonna break you even more away. So,
Well, I mean, the whole game is not about
Okay.
touching people.
but I mean, you can never play football ever again, right? Because I feel like people
I
are
mean,
gonna
I
be
don't
super
know.
scared to touch you.
I
Or
mean, I don't
soccer too,
know.
because soccer's very physical, and basketball too. Those games are all
No.
really physical.
I mean, they're all physical, but if I was gonna play one of those, like, I mean, I go in like every time you sign up to play a game, you play like knowing like, hey, I like this is soccer. You know, you play it like soccer. Soccer where things will happen to you. Like you'll break your I think femur is one, but like the muscles in your leg, like that happened to my roommate when he was playing and he tore his ACL. I mean, he tore both of his ACLs already.
What the
So like those things happen. Like when you're playing the sport, that's what you sign up for.
But you're higher prone to those things, I would feel.
I mean, like right in my current state right now,
Yes.
yes, I would not play. I would only play like those sports if I knew like, hey, I'm feeling fine. Spikeball, on the other hand, it doesn't really matter too much. At least I just have to see how it is with my hands, personally. But like soccer, I'd still probably play, but I probably wouldn't be able to last long because I haven't been able to do anything for stamina.
Here, I have a question for you. Do you think you'll be able to play foosball?
I mean, foosball is my wrist, but it just depends how my hands are.
So like, how long can you play it? Like, if you let's say your hand's doing really good, but like you
Yeah.
still have the problem.
You're asking me things that like, okay, I can measure how long my hand's gonna fucking keep moving like this. I don't have a foosball table. I don't know, bro.
Why don't you know these things, Nick?
Yeah, Nick, you should know these hot button questions, okay?
I don't know. I mean, I tried. I mean, I feel like most people like wouldn't even want to play that long. Like I'd probably still want to keep playing. And everybody like, oh, I don't want to play no more.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, this all started with wanting to go outdoors. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I guess that's yeah. Yeah, that's my answer.
Oh, okay. How about you, Snakierbod? What would you like to do once COVID's all done and you're able to travel again?
I mean, I'll admit we did travel during COVID, but we were like really careful. We went to Colorado, and everything we did, like we stayed at like Airbnbs pretty much, so we weren't even at hotels or anything. We were like, I guess, isolated. We didn't. It's not like we went out and party, but we went to a bunch of national parks and did a bunch of hiking. So it was like all outdoor stuff. But I want to visit Colorado again. We loved it there. We're actually getting the vaccine next week too. The first dose, me and Crystal, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
Well,
But,
yeah. I'm theoretically supposed to get it next week, but who knows?
Yeah, but I also want to go back to Disneyland. I haven't been to Disneyland forever.
How about
me and
Disney
Crystal love
World?
Disneyland.
Let's go. Like, we should go to Disney World.
Disney World's so far. I have to fly. I don't want to fly.
Yeah.
Me and flying don't mix.
Disney World is pretty nice. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I've never really gone to the other ones, or the ones that actually count as Disney World. We've only gone to the one that I went with George and the other one. What is it called? Islands of Adventures, and then what's the other one called?
We went
Universal.
to Universal, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they actually just reopened Disneyland. I think like 25 or 15%, but it's only California residents. So
Yeah.
once they open it to like out of state, I mean, we'd probably go, especially because we'd be vaccinated. So, but we've been to Disneyland so many times. It's always fun to go to.
So I know you have a fear of flying since you don't mix well. What like have you tried like techniques to be able to fly? Like take like a bunch of NyQuil or NyQuil so you can fall asleep on the plane, or
Drugs and alcohol.
drugs and alcohol. Really? Do you really
No.
actually drink? Before
I mean, hey, alcohol loosens you up. Okay, so
yeah.
I mean, I only flew the one time, and that was to Mexico, and I only freaked out on the way back. So I don't know. I feel like now maybe I would do better just because I know what to expect. But like, if I could drive somewhere, I'll drive instead of flying. But if I had to go like overseas or something to Japan with Nick, because he's taking me, I would fly there. I think I'd be fine with that. I mean, might have to take something to get through it, but I mean, once you're on the plane, you're stuck, so you can't do anything about it.
Yeah. So like, if let's say hypothetically, if SavePoint sets up like plans out a trip, would you be down to come with us and hang out with all of us in SavePoint?
I mean, where's it gonna be at? That depends.
I don't know. Where would it be at, Nick?
Somewhere that's not very expensive.
True.
Hey, Colorado. We can go snowboarding in Colorado.
I was thinking that. Look, honestly, I was thinking that maybe we could like plan something for like the winter. We could do like a snowboarding trip or something in Colorado, and we could do the the glamping with a cabin and everything with the and stuff like that. And those that don't want to go out, they could stay indoors and do like I mean, we originally planned this like a long time ago, but we never we never followed through because like people like I don't know, people didn't plan or didn't have money or whatever the reason, right? But I still want to do that. I think it'll be really cool if all of us go. We rent out a really big house or cabin or whatever. That'd be really cool. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Oh, that'd be a bunch of fun. Just have to make sure we have fiber internet for Nick. Maybe we can find a cabin out in the middle of nowhere, but it'll have Starlink. So Nick can have his
What's
Wi-Fi.
Starlink?
You ever heard of Starlink?
No.
It's SpaceX's satellite internet.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it. I just didn't know the name. But yes.
Yes, it's supposed to be pretty fast, so you'll be set.
We have to find a cabin that allows us to stream 24/7. The stream's always on.
I don't know. Well, that was gonna be expensive. That's like trying to get that pack so that you can live stream from anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is expensive too.
We take it out of the SavePoint funds. So. But yeah, I mean, I think that'll be really cool. I really want to do that. I want to plan like another like New Year's trip. I don't know where, if you guys would be down for that. I don't know. Like I wanted to try to be in a different city every New Year's, and like I started off with Vegas, and then I went to Minnesota, and then I was in Laredo because of COVID. So like this coming up New Year's, I wanted to be somewhere else. I don't know where I would want to be. And it doesn't have to be anywhere cool or anything. I just want to be a different city or a different state or whatever.
I don't know. For me, like when we were over there, we were in Vegas. I don't know. I realized that to me, like New Year's is like a family type of day, and I guess we'll see how it ends up being after like this year now, because well, I spent New Year's by myself, because I was in quarantine when it was New Year's this past year. And I spent Christmas quarantining myself as well. So like, I don't know. To me, New Year's is like I want to just I don't know. Usually, my family does a very big thing where they reserve a place and then like they invite like family and friends and stuff. So I don't know. I really like that. So personally, I'd probably want to try to do that if we can, but I don't know what's gonna happen with all this now.
Yeah.
But that's my personal. But you should go to Alaska.
Alaska? Why Alaska?
I don't know. So you can say I've been to Alaska.
Actually, they have. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
They have really cool cruises to Alaska. Take off from Seattle. That'd be pretty cool to do.
Oh yeah, that one is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even
I'd be
think
down
that
for a
people. I don't even think that people in Alaska like to admit they're from Alaska. Okay, no one cares if you're from Alaska. My point being is I don't want to be in Alaska for New Year's. But yeah, I mean, a cruise seems really cool. I've never been on a cruise. I know Nick's been on a bunch of cruises. He's a party animal, and he loves gambling.
A party animal, but it's cruises are actually very affordable. I think they're a really great way for people that don't have a lot of money and want to like go places, but The only thing is like if you're claustrophobic, then maybe it might matter. Even though the place is so huge, but I don't really know how claustrophobic like is. But because it's a huge ass boat that just feels like you're at a resort. I mean, that's essentially what it is. Small little resort. It has a lot of things to do. You stop at different locations. You just have to figure out how you're gonna use your money though, because like it comes with all food. Okay, this is like think about this. Okay, for $500, 5 to 7 days maybe, depending. It's either 3 to 5 or 5 to 7, right? So it comes with, place to sleep, restrooms of course, and you can shower as well. They have unlimited food and unlimited like drinking, but it's not alcoholic beverages. Okay. They also have a casino if you want, so you can gamble. Of course, you're gonna have to pay for that. It's not part of it. It's not included.
It's not free?
No, I'm sorry. But we do have they'll have a pool. They'll have a gym, if that's included. And they'll have different games. And then they'll have like different attractions like that they'll do. Like usually they'll have like a comedy thing. So if you like comedy club or whatever, they have like a stand-up guy that goes up there and does comedy. And then
what cruise line are you sponsored by, Nick?
No, we've only done Carnival, but we want to try a new one.
Sponsored by Carnival. Freaking.
I'm just saying it's really good, and that the only thing is like, whenever you go to a place, you have to make sure you come back, okay? Because they will leave without you, okay? So I don't have any experience, but on like getting stuck there. But you just have to make sure whatever you go do, and that's usually where you spend most of your money is like when you stop. Like we went to go see in Tenochtitlan in Mexico. They have the pyramids, and we went to go see those, and that was cool. But like it cost like 100 or 200 or some shit. I don't remember. So you'll get like things like that, but it's really cool.
Wait, they leave you actually? They really do leave you?
I think
I'm not gonna count every single person.
I think it depends on the cruise line, but
yeah, because like let's say theoretically, if someone from Canada travels to America from a cruise line, they could stay in America illegally.
I mean, I've heard of people getting left in some places. I don't know how well the policy is. Sorry, like I said, I don't have any experience with it because I make sure I leave.
So also, you could also do that from America to Japan. You could just stay there forever.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a cruise from America to Japan?
I don't know.
Probably. I think there's
probably
fucking like literally everywhere.
Yeah.
So Carnival, they all have like pretty small. Well, I mean, a cruise ship is not small, but have you ever seen the like the super big ones? I think like
I've watched pictures. Yeah, but I've never seen them in person.
So like the Carnival ones, they hold probably like I think it's 1,800 to 2,000 people, and these ones from Norwegian and I forget the other place, but they hold like 4,000 or more people. It's like so ridiculously big, it's crazy. But those would be really cool to go on to as well. SavePoint cruise.
SavePoint cruise.
We need a lot more money to go down. 9 people cruise at 500
more.
We need $5,000 at least.
This is what we're gonna do. If we ever become like really, really fucking big, right, on SavePoint, we're gonna rent out a whole cruise ship, and then we're gonna invite all our viewers to that cruise. If we ever become really huge. Oh, we're gonna do that, Nick. Okay, write that down. Write that. Nick doesn't look so enthusiastic. Yeah, he doesn't look enthusiastic about that. It's a logistic nightmare.
We need a lot of money for all of this shit.
Oh, put on the credit card.
Okay, boss.
But as for me, I think the first place I would like to travel to is to Vegas. I want to go gambling. I really want to go to the strip again, hang out with Snakierbod.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think it'll be really cool going to Vegas again. And if I don't go to Vegas first, then I would want to go camping. But I don't want to go glamping. I just want to go regular camping. Just like enjoy the outdoors. I don't need no Wi-Fi or. Well, I mean, there's showers there in regular camping too.
I just need a bathroom. Like that's all I need.
Yeah, true. So like I really do want to go camping again. But I mean, if I'm unable to go camping, if I can't convince people to go camping with me, then I'll just go glamping with Nick. That's fine too. Like I don't mind. I think that'd be really cool. I like playing like when it's all night in the cabin. I like playing board games with everybody. I think that's, I don't know. It's something inside me feels really warm, and like I feel complete there. So like when we first went camping all together at Bastrop, and like we didn't have any lights or anything, and we put like a bunch of Christmas lights around us, and we started playing board games at like eight at night or something, because we didn't have anything to do because like everything was already, it was too dark and whatnot. So we were just playing board games with a bunch of Christmas lights on us. I think that was, even though it was super chafita, it was really fun and I enjoyed it a lot. But
Yeah, but it also wasn't as cool. I don't know.
because we didn't do as much, we didn't do many things. We could have gone like canoeing and like hiking and stuff like that. If we had a license, we could have gone fishing, but yeah, we didn't have any of those stuff. We just wanted to go fuck it, YOLO camping, and yeah. And also, I don't know. It was so long ago. I feel like I want to do that. I want to try it again, but we'll be more prepared. We'll be better prepared since we're older.
I don't think that means jack shit.
But
I also kept thinking like, we're gonna be older, everybody's gonna have money. I haven't seen that one yet.
we're all still poor.
Yeah.
As they say, like they say that our generation, or most generation, they work to live, or our generation lives to work. So like, that's some food for thought.
I don't believe in that.
You don't believe in that?
No.
How about you, SavePoint? Do you believe in it? Do you see it somewhat?
I mean, it feels like it.
It feels like it. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Like for me, like I don't really like I want to go to Japan. Like I was originally gonna go with Nick to Japan, but EDC happened. Like I got more hype for EDC because it's a 3-day festival and it's in Vegas, and I put more money down on EDC than on Vegas, or not on Vegas, but on Japan.
Japan.
And then the whole COVID shit happened, and then EDC got postponed to October, and then it got postponed till this year. And now that's supposed to happen in May this year. I'm not even sure it's gonna happen. It might be postponed again, but I don't know what's gonna happen. Only time could tell.
Think about it. Imagine you had the money, right? Imagine you had the money. Japan or EDC?
Japan.
7 days or 14 days, I forgot, or 3 days.
Japan, 100%.
100%, right? Just saying.
I wanted to go
for
EDC,
thought. Food
okay?
for thought.
I wanted to go
Yeah,
EDC.
EDC seems like the least fun thing ever. It's like 120 degrees. Your butt crack is literally sweating. Like you're outside, and like those people are on drugs and shit. Like it just does not seem like a good time.
Nick could have
I
been on
literally
drugs.
walk to my car and start sweating when it's in the summer. Like I cannot do that. Like doesn't seem fun.
It's like it's a bunch of people. Like I don't know. I mean, sure, Japan we're gonna go. There's probably gonna be people. You know, people live in Japan, so.
Oh, do they really now?
Yeah, you know, it's crazy, right? But like it's something completely different. Like I feel like, to me, like EDC's like they're both gonna be there every year, but to me it feels like Japan is more like it's not a thing you do every year. EDC is like something that, if you really wanted to, you can't just like, you know, just fly.
No. EDC happens once a year. Japan's always there year round. Okay, you got it backwards.
I'm just saying. I don't know personally. Sure, Japan's there all the time, but it's not like. First of all, we're also gonna go during cherry blossom season. So imagine
we were
that.
gonna go during that.
Imagine that. So.
It doesn't even matter anymore because it got postponed, both of it, so it doesn't matter. Because I did pay. So what happened was that I paid off everything for EDC, and then I paid off the hotel for Vegas, or not for Vegas, for Japan, because I paid Ricky because he was doing all the Airbnbs. So I gave him all my money that I put down all my money for that. I need to buy my plane ticket, which was like $1,400.
Yeah, some shit like
around
that.
there. And like I just didn't know, like if I was gonna go through with it, because I had to, like, because I still need to pay off because I need. Okay, So for the EDC, I need to pay off my ticket and also Jackie's ticket because she didn't pay me up front. She said she was gonna pay me like monthly, and I was like, okay. So I dropped down all the money for EDC, which is like 500 for my ticket, 500 for her ticket, and then the plane tickets. So all that combined, and then like she wasn't gonna pay me instantly, so she was gonna pay me monthly. So if she paid me instantly, I would have been able to do both. But since I only had money for that, and I only paid everything for EDC, I don't know. Long story short, I would want to do both. I wanted to do both last year, but yeah, it was just good thing COVID happens because nothing happened in the end of the day. I got all my money back. It's all credited. I was really sad.
Now you didn't get to see anything.
Yeah, I didn't get to see anything. Man, it's been a rough year. It's been a rough year.
Pretty depressing.
Yeah. Because like I went from like having like a really excited year for 2020, going to Vegas for EDC, and then potentially going to Japan, and then COVID happened. Nothing happened. Like we're just stuck in our. I moved back home for a little bit, and I was working from home. Everything's online. And you get stuck in one location. I don't know. Silver lining was that SavePoint happened because everyone was stuck at their home. But yeah. Any other location you guys would want to go to?
I don't know. I kind of want to go back to Oregon too. I just like road tripping. I like driving.
You know, when I was younger, I always wanted to go panning for gold. I don't know if this is like, yeah, like something about going through like streams of water and getting like a pan and start looking for gold like that, or going to a mine and looking for like gems. It always excited me, and I think that's really cool. Is that gambling?
You're addicted to gambling, is what it is.
Is that really gambling? I mean,
You're betting that there's gonna be gold in there. You're addicted.
I always thought that would be really cool. I think that should be like a group activity that we should all go on, and we should record it. And whoever finds the biggest gold nugget would like get surprised or some shit. I don't know. Potential content. Nick, write this down. This is for the future. This is IRL content. Some good IRL content. Panning for gold, looking for gems. But yeah. But this is pretty much it for this episode. We talked about what we want to do. Now we would like to hear what your plans is after COVID. So make sure to leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe and to watch us on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/SavePoint_TV. So yeah, leave a like and see you guys at the next SavePoint. See ya.
Bye.